Today I'm making the ultimate holiday dessert, Eggnog Tiramisu. The custardy flavors of the eggnog seriously work so well with the creamy mascarpone filling and the espresso of the tiramisu. Plus, I especially love that this dessert is actually one that's better when you make it ahead of time. You need to give it at least 6 hours to chill in the fridge, but I find if I make it even 1 or 2 days ahead of time, it tastes even better. This is so perfect for when you're hosting over the holidays because all you have to do is take it out of the fridge, give it a quick dusting of cocoa powder, which is actually such a great show-stopping thing to do when you're hosting, and then it's ready to serve. And I love that the eggnog gives it that little holiday twist and makes it feel super festive. And today I'm actually making the entire thing from scratch, including the Savoiardi biscuits and the eggnog. It is easier than you think, but you could totally get the store-bought versions and it would still taste just as delicious. Plus, if you're not baking the cookies or making the eggnog, this is a completely no-bake, no-cook dessert. Now, both eggnog and tiramisu do sometimes contain alcohol. I'm going to skip that in my version of the recipe just to make it as inclusive as possible, but it does make a super delicious addition, so if you want to add it in, follow along and I'll tell you when you can add it. To get started, we'll work on our Savoiardi biscuits. First, we'll separate the whites and yolks of 3 eggs. I like to use the shell itself to pass the yolk back and forth until all of the whites have been separated out. We'll whip our 3 egg whites until they start to become frothy, and then we'll add in a 1/3 cup of sugar. Once stiff peaks start to form, that means your egg whites are fully whipped. We'll mix together our 3 egg yolks with a teaspoon of vanilla and then gently mix it in. The whipped egg whites are super delicate, and they're what makes the cookies rise, so we want to try to whip this as little as possible. Once the yolks are just mixed in, we'll sift in 1 cup of flour and 1 pinch of salt. Whip this until just combined and not a second longer. If you over whip the batter, it'll become a liquidy mess that you can't make cookies with, so be super careful here. I gave my batter a quick mix by hand just to make sure all the ingredients were thoroughly combined, and then I put it in a piping bag with a 1/2 inch plain tip. You could also easily use a Ziploc bag for this. Pipe out your Savoiardi biscuits as evenly as you can, but don't worry if they don't all look identical. You won't be able to see them in your tiramisu and they'll still taste great. Sprinkle the biscuits evenly with icing sugar and then let them sit for 5 minutes to absorb the sugar. Then sprinkle them with icing sugar again. This is what gives the biscuits their signature crackly exterior. Pop them in the oven and bake at 350 for 15 minutes. When they're finished baking, the biscuits should look crackly on the top and golden brown on the edges. Let them cool on the baking tray for 5 minutes, then move them to a cooling rack. And while the biscuits cool, we'll move on to making our homemade eggnog. To do that, we'll measure out 1/2 cup of heavy cream and 1/2 cup of milk, then place it in a small saucepan over medium-high heat and bring it to a simmer. And while the milk mixture comes to a simmer, we'll work on the rest of our eggnog. In a small bowl, we'll combine 1 large egg yolk, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Whisk that together until it's thoroughly combined, and by now our milk mixture should be coming to a simmer. We'll gradually add in about 1/2 of the milk, 1 tablespoon at a time. Whisk well between each tablespoon that you add, and what we're doing here is we're tempering the egg mixture. This way we're not cooking the yolk and making scrambled eggs, instead we're just gradually warming it up. Once about 1/2 of the milk has been added into the egg yolk mixture, we'll pour all of it back into the saucepan and bring it to a low simmer. Whisk it all together to combine, and then once the mixture reaches about 160 degrees Fahrenheit, you can remove it from the heat. Doing this ensures that you're not serving any raw egg in your eggnog. And depending on how quickly you want to assemble your tiramisu, transferring it to another container will help it cool faster. And once both the biscuits and the eggnog have cooled, it's time to start assembling our tiramisu. First, we'll combine 2/3 of a strong cup of coffee with 1/3 cup of eggnog. And if you want to make your eggnog tiramisu boozy, I recommend adding in 1 to 2 ounces of coffee liqueur or rum to this coffee eggnog mixture. Next, we'll whip 1.5 cups of heavy cream until stiff peaks form. Once it's whipped, we'll set that aside and then we'll use our same mixing bowl to make the rest of our mascarpone filling. To do that, we'll combine 16 ounces of mascarpone cheese, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, 2/3 of a cup of eggnog, 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and a pinch of salt. Mix it all together until it's really nice and smooth, and then it's time to add back in our whipped cream. Fold the whipped cream into the mascarpone mixture until it's well combined, and now it's time to start assembling our tiramisu. To start, we'll dip each of our Savoiardi biscuits into our coffee and eggnog mixture one by one until they're really well soaked, then we'll line the bottom of our tiramisu dish. And I like to put my mascarpone eggnog filling into a piping bag so that I can get a really nice even layer, but you could easily just use a spoon to spread this onto. Keep repeating this and add 2 more layers of the coffee and eggnog soaked Savoiardi biscuits and the mascarpone eggnog filling. And once the layers are complete, I like to go in and put big dollops of the mascarpone filling on top of the tiramisu. And to finish it off, you can either sprinkle it with cocoa powder now or wait until you're just about to serve so you can do it in front of your guests. Let your eggnog tiramisu chill in the fridge for at least 6 hours or up to a couple of days. This will ensure that all of your layers set and maintain their structure, and it gives a chance for the flavors to really meld together. Okay, it's officially time to eat. I did already serve some because I just could not wait. Like that 6 hours of letting it chill in the fridge was the longest 6 hours of my life. But I just love how the dollops of mascarpone look when they're all sprinkled with cocoa. It feels so festive and fun and special. Oh my god. I could eat this whole thing all by myself.